What is good, y'all? Welcome back to Appreciate Greatness. Today I'm going to be doing my first and only, sadly, my only mock draft. Hopefully, maybe I can get one more out, but hopefully y'all go on to enjoy. I had some trouble recording this, so I hope it's good. There's no face cam during the video because the file got corrupted, which sucked. But I was able to save the screen recording part of it, so I'm very happy about that. So I'm sorry about that also, and I hope y'all go on to enjoy. If you do, like, subscribe, do y'all thing. I've seen exponential growth on YouTube. I have 40 subscribers, and on Twitter I have 50 followers, up to 50 followers, pretty quick. Um, so thank y'all for supporting. I hope y'all go on to enjoy this video, and let's get right into it. Here is my big board, which is what I'm going to be going off of to do this mock draft, and this is kind of weird actually with having to use my laptop and recording. So I hope this goes smooth and looks smooth. But yeah, this year's draft, it was hard for me to put an order together. I'm on Fanspo, by the way. Fanspo is an awesome website. Here's one that I was doing. I don't know, probably just for fun. Oh, let's go back. Restart draft and confirm. So I'm going to be using my mock draft as it was something I kind of threw together. I might have missed some guys. I got 93 guys on the board, and I might have some things out of order that I don't truly believe, but for the most part, I know the top 30 is good. At least the top 30 is good, so there's that. We'll use my big board, and I think all that's good. Let's start this draft. So, with the first pick, in my opinion, this is what I would do right here if I was the Hawks, is I would go Alex Sarr. I wouldn't overthink it at all. I love Klingon. I love Donovan Klingon. I think he's a little underrated. Obviously, he's getting a lot of talk for the top 3 now, and even the number 1 pick, which the Hawks haven't gotten Alex Sarr in for a workout, which normally isn't a great sign that that a guy is gonna get picked. And so, to me, they'll probably go Klingon, but I would go Alex Sarr 100 times out of 100 here. It says power forward. I think that's what he wants to play, which I don't hate the idea of if the Hawks are trying to stay competitive. You have Trae Young, you have DeJounte, you have Jalen Johnson, Alex Sarr, and Clint Capella. I don't hate that lineup. Now, I would like to see a better center. Maybe you can convince someone with a stretch big to give them up, or maybe you can, move Clint for a 4, or even a 3, because I think Jalen Johnson could play the 4, and you slide Alex Sarr to the 5. But that is my number 1 overall pick. And at 2, the Wizards, they can kind of do anything they want here. I think they need to experiment with putting Jordan Poole at the 1. I think personally that's where he would fit the best. That's where he thrives, is the point guard position, and playing alongside Tyus Jones kind of limited him in doing that. And so I could see Ron Holland, I could see Matas Buzelis, I could see even something like random. I could see almost a Stephon Castle being taken here. But in my opinion, I think you get your center of the future. You don't really have a real center on the roster. I'm going Donovan Klingon at 2 for the Wizards. And then at 3, this is a spot for the Rockets that I'm pretty set in stone on, being Reed Shepherd. I love the fit. I love the fact they need shooting, and this is the best shooter I've ever evaluated. Now, I said I've only done this 3 years, but by far Reed Shepherd is just an elite shooter he's an elite shooter who just knocks down shots. Sorry, there's something on my finger, and it was bothering me, and it was a scab, and I had no clue it got there. With the 4th pick, the Spurs. This is a hard one, too, because I personally think these two are BPA, especially in terms of developmental pieces who you can grab and turn into something and develop, especially under Pop, especially with Wemby. Now, Wemby's good enough for you to put together a contender right now. And so that makes me think that above Carrington, a Stephon Castle, a Nikola Topic, and a Rob Dillingham, even as one of these guards could go here, Devin Carter even. But to me, if I'm the Spurs and I have 2 picks here, I'm thinking, well, I like any of these guards, right? And these two guys aren't going to make it. Now I know Ron Holland's projected to slide. I really love Ron Holland. I think, especially with the Spurs, there's Kawhi shades in there. There's shades of Paul George even. The handle is there. I think that's one of the most underrated things about Ron Holland is the ability to handle the ball has been kind of underrated throughout the process, the scouting process by a multitude of people. Ben Pfeiffer, I actually was one of the first people who I saw pointed out, and I was like, yeah, that's something I've been really high on him. Like coming off pick and rolls, I feel like he's a great dribbler. I think he's a really good decision maker. He just picks up the game. He's really decisive. He in the G League with the Ignite, they saw a good amount of 2-3, and he was always the guy in the middle, which I feel like for processing, for playmaking, that's a really good sign that Ron Holland was the guy they trusted to put in the middle. I'm going to go Ron Holland here for the Spurs. I love the fit. I think it's Kawhi-ish. Um, the Pistons. The Pistons have a lot of talent. They have all the talent in the world here. Cade, Asar, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren. I can just scroll through here and point out Marcus Sasser had a beautiful rookie year. Am I missing someone? I hope not. Isaiah Stewart, who knows about beef stew. But they need to start drafting for fit, and I think their best fit is either Dalton Connect or Zachary Risacher here. And I'm going to go Risacher because of the more of the off ball, like he doesn't need the ball to thrive, and is showed signs of being a good shooter at least. Now I still have my doubts about it, but I think it's there. I think it's real. And so I'm going Zachary Risacher at 5. The Hornets. This is an odd one. I would probably go Modest here. Now it's just such a weird spot. They have no sort of organization. They have LaMelo. You got Trey Mann coming off the bench. Brandon Lewis. Who's their wings really is the question. Did I say Brandon Lewis? I was looking at Scotty Lewis here. I said Brandon Lewis. Brandon Miller, of course. I like Mark Williams. I mean, there's no big to take here. I think Modest fits the best, and I think it's about time that you draft for fit instead of BPA, which is best player available. I just think Modest, you have to. I don't know. The Hornets are in such a weird spot. LaMelo barely ever plays, and then it puts you in this situation where you're trying to develop guys, but they're not developing in the role they would have because LaMelo is out, which is your best player, and that's your franchise player. You hope, you think. So it's just the Hornets are in purgatory. They're just such a weird organization right now. At 7, the Portland Trailblazers. This is interesting. A lot of guards here, and they don't need guard. There's a lot of guards here. I would say you're going Dalton Connect, you're going Cody Williams. I would go Cody Williams personally. I like that fit alongside. You have Anthony Simons, you have Scoot Henderson, you have Shaden Sharp. You add Cody Williams. I really like that. Now they could use a big, which Kel'el Ware I'm extremely high on. So I wouldn't hate that. I think at 14 you can get a Ves Misi, who I love. I think you could get a Day'Ron Holmes. You could get a Tajon Salon. Those guys I'm pretty high on compared to most of the other people. But I would say you're either going Dalton Connect or Cody Williams. Let's go Cody Williams at 7 here. Pretty high for Cody Williams as of late. 8. The San Antonio Spurs. Now, if there was ever a fit for Rob Dillingham, it would be the Spurs, in my opinion. Just because the defense behind him and Wemby, he's not good defensively. But when you have a guy like Wemby who you can kind of funnel guys into, and he can send shots back the way he can. I like the fit of Rob Dillingham here, and that's something I haven't ever done this. I would normally go Devin Carter, who I love defensively. Isaiah Collier here, even Stephon Castle, Bub Carrington, taking Ron Holland, taking that guy who you kind of want to develop but can play some good defense. We've seen it. is a really good defensive upside piece. I say you go Rob Holland, get a score off the bench, get a flamethrower who he just scores. That's what he does. And obviously the defensive concerns are there. The playmaking concerns I have a little, but 4 assists in college isn't bad. That's pretty good, especially in the role he had. Um, the Memphis Grizzlies. Now this is an interesting pick as well. I could see them going center. I could see them going a lot of places. I personally think they're going to trade out or trade up, which could be interesting. That could open for a slew of things, a slew of opportunity. Personally, I would go wing, and I would keep the Tennessee kid well, he's not a Tennessee kid, but he went to college in Tennessee, and I would keep him in Tennessee. And I would go Dalton Knecht. I think that's a good connecting piece, no pun intended, where he can really score. I think, obviously, defensively, there's a little bit to leave desired. There's a little to leave desired for sure, but I really like Dalton Knecht. His scoring ability is incredible, and the way Ja's been trending, you just never know if you're going to have him. So having another scorer that's reliable that you can go to. Jesus, my phone is making noise. Having another scorer that you can go to and is reliable could really help you. I'm trying not to edit much anymore, and that really just rattled me, and I was trying to play through it, but whew. 10, the Jazz. This is an interesting pick, too. Do you believe in Colin Sexton in the future? Is Lauri Markkanen going to stay here? I saw a report today that Walker Kessler is being shopped around. So what is going on here? I have no clue. Is Keontae George? Let's click on Keontae. Hopefully that doesn't mess anything up. He's 6'4". Is he your point guard? To me, I wouldn't play him at point guard. He averaged 4 assists this year, 4.4. I wonder if I can look at the turnovers here. I love Fanspo, by the way. Shout out Fanspo. They're incredible. Can I look at per game basis for turnovers? I'm not seeing anything. Let's go back to the mock. I just don't believe in Keontae as a point guard. I think he can be an excellent secondary playmaker. And that's where I'm looking at Carlton Carrington. I'm looking at Isaiah Collier. I'm looking at Nikola Topic. And to me, personally, I would take Isaiah Collier. Take the highest upside guy here. You can develop. I feel like the Jazz are a pretty good developmental team. And I think they could turn Collier into a really, really good point guard in the NBA. Obviously, turnover concerns, but I like that pick for him. Here at 11, the Bulls trading for Josh Giddey recently, 2 days ago, which I'll talk about hopefully soon. It opens things up. So you're probably going to see Zach LaVine being traded. I don't think you're going to see him getting through the offseason with the Bulls. I don't think he's going to play another game as a Bull. And so that opens up an opportunity to have a 2-guard, which is going to be Kobe White. And so now you're going Giddey, Kobe, probably DeMar for this season, Patrick Williams, I guess, and Vucevic. And so to me, that really opens up like a Kel'el Ware opportunity, which I would love. But I also really like one of these guards here. I don't think you can just pass up on a guard. I think it's time, if you're the Bulls, to really say, hey, we need to rebuild. And, I mean, that's something we need to do at this point. I don't hate a Jacoby Walter. I don't hate a Vase Missy. I mean, this is a tough pick. I think I'm going to go Kel'el Ware, who I would love to see on the Thunder, by the way. But we'll go Kel'el Ware at 11, and that opens things up for the Thunder, who just got Alex Caruso. So you have, let's see, Shea, Caruso, Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Aaron Wiggins, who knows if he's going to make it, Isaiah Joe, and then Jalen Williams, Chet. You need big. I don't hate the idea of Vess Misi next to Chet Holmgren. Is that what they do? I'm not sure. I have no clue. I think at this point they would probably trade down. They might go Bub Carrington. I think I've seen some things about Bub Carrington going to the Thunder, which I love. I think he's built or bred from that Shea archetype. He grew 8 inches in high school, which is insane. I feel like he's more like 6'4", 6'5" than 6'3" too. That's what's absolutely nuts. I think it's just a Ves Misi spot, which makes it hard. Maybe they take Tajon Salon. I doubt it. I doubt at this point they continue to go with the developmental stuff. Misi wasn't as good of a rebounder as you'd wish, but he's an incredible athlete, really strong, built center out of Baylor. Let's go Ves Misi here. The Kings. Now, the Kings, this is a team where I was mocking Ves Misi. Even at 14, I think the next pick, the Blazers, I mocked Misi there a few times. I think at this point, you need wing depth, you need the four. Maybe you can turn Tajon Salon into something. Maybe you can turn Bub Carrington. Stephon Castle's continuing to slide. I think Stephon Castle really fits well with this team. Kind of playing that Davion Mitchell role, more of what you expected Davion Mitchell to be, maybe without the scoring that you expected from Davion, but I really like that. And then we're back to the Blazers. They've had the Dylan Jones or the Weber State pipeline with Dame. I think this is Tajon Salon 100 times out of 100. If you have the chance, just try and develop him. You need some sort of big depth, and Salon can. I'm not sure if the shooting's real. I think he shot 35% in France, but I don't hate taking a shot, taking an opportunity on taking him. Now, the Heat, you're going guard here, and there are a lot of guards that really fit what you do. Bub Carrington, Nikola Topic, and Devin Carter. I think it's up to Carrington and Carter here, and I'm going to go Carrington. I love that fit. Spark plug scorer, can kind of do everything. I'm really, really high on him. Obviously, you saw him on my mock board as being big board, as being ranked number 5 for me. I love him. I think he's incredible. And here for the 76ers, I think is either Devin Carter, Jared McCain, maybe a Jacoby Walter, maybe even a Baylor Shireman. I think they need a guy to play alongside Maxey who can really defend. That kind of takes away my love for Jared McCain on this team, and it gives me like the Devin Carter, the Baylor Shireman, who not as good defensively. Maybe Isaiah Crawford, maybe AJ Mitchell, who's also not as good defensively. I would say Devin Carter here. I think he's a guy who he shot the three well enough to where I'm comfortable with having him kind of being an off-ball guy, but if you need him to be, which they'll probably need him to be the secondary playmaker that he can be, he rebounded really well for his size. As you can see, 9 rebounds per game. That's more than I thought when I was just talking. And now that opens up the Lakers, who are in a really interesting situation. You have D'Lo, you have AR, LeBron and Anthony Davis, and you have, pick 17 again? Pick 17, which last year did not go great for you, going Jalen Hood-Schifino, who I loved coming out of Indiana, but didn't get the playing time, and when he did, he just struggled and wasn't a great fit for this Lakers team anyway. I'm thinking Nikola Topic. I'm thinking Jared McCain here. Topic continues to slide. I think Jared McCain fits much better. Just a guy who can really shoot the ball. Really shoot the ball in transition. One of the best three-point transition shooters I have ever seen in my life. Incredible. That's what he does. It's incredible. 18, Nikola Topic without a second guess. They need a point guard. They need a true point guard, and Nikola Topic is that. He can really, really pass. He reminds me a lot of Lonzo, except he passes much better in the half court. His shot needs some developing, but I saw flashes and I saw signs of him when guys went under. He made them pay by hitting the three, and that's something you need. I like that pick. The Raptors here at 19. I feel like this is a Jacoby Walter spot, right? Or maybe even AJ Mitchell. AJ Mitchell kind of fits. Who's next? The Cavs. AJ Mitchell kind of fits. I think Jacoby Walter, though. I think Jacoby Walter's the guy. Let's go Jacoby Walter. Pretty good out of Baylor. A little inefficient, but kind of following that Keontae George mold. They've tried and tried. This team has tried and tried with their small forward. Ryan Dunn is here. He's just such a good defender that he's going to be a positive his first year in the league. Ryan Dunn's such a good defender. He's going to be a positive his first year. Dylan Jones worries me. He's awesome. He really reminds me of Josh Hart. But the shot, the 3-point jump shot isn't there yet. I like Isaiah Crawford. I think Baylor Shireman's the guy. I think you can play him at the 3, and I think he can get legitimate starter minutes the first year. Let's go Baylor Shireman. The thing about this draft, and the thing I really like about it, is how many just older guys there are who can make an immediate impact. For example, junior. I think grad senior. Senior. Junior, and Harrison Ingram, senior, junior. I mean, just a lot of older guys who I think are on the brink of NBA ready, which is awesome. So, a lot of opportunity for these good teams to not trade out of the draft or trade up in the draft to take an NBA ready guy. The Pels here, there's no better fit in my mind than AJ Mitchell here. AJ Mitchell's a prototypical driving kick guy. He fits that mold. He's a beautiful lefty jump shot. I kind of fall in love with lefties, but he had an incredible year. I love AJ Mitchell. He's one of my guys in this draft. The Suns, they need anything. This is tough with the Suns. Tristan da Silva would be cool. I actually really like him to fill that 3 spot for them because they don't have that at all. So I would go Tristan da Silva, maybe Ryan Dunn, maybe Isaiah Crawford, maybe Jalen Tyson. I think Tristan da Silva is the guy here at 22 for the Suns. The Bucks. Do you go Dylan Jones here? That'd be kind of cool to get the Weber State connection going. I don't think he's a good enough shooter. Isaiah Crawford could be the guy here. I don't think he's going to get taken this high, however, which sucks. This is just my big board personally, so I'm trying to go with kind of picks that I could see happening, but also what I would do. Personally, I'm Jalen Tyson all the way right here. Maybe Trey Alexander. I don't think Trey Alexander's a good enough defender. Let's go Jalen Tyson out of Cal Berkeley. The Knicks, they have 2 back-to-back picks here. So let's go Kyle Filipowski fills Nicky. And then, wait, who did I just take? Isaiah Crawford? Well, shit. I can undo it, right? Undo. Okay, we're good. Kyle Filipowski feels really Nicky. I can't explain that. He just does. Tyler Smith fits the Julius Randle mold a lot. However, I don't think that's where they're going to go. I could almost see Ryan Dunn here to the Knicks. I could also see Trey Alexander. He feels pretty Nicky. Let's go Ryan Dunn here. Not a great offensive player at all. Maybe you can develop the cutting. He's just such a great defender. The Knicks are just it feels like a team that would take a Ryan Dunn here. The Wizards need everything and anything and everything. You have a young Keyshawn George who, to me, has the playmaking ability to kind of develop into something. Also have Tyler Smith available. I would go young here. I would go young, rookie, and then at 52 maybe go somewhere older. I think Keyshawn George is the pick here. Keyshawn George, he didn't play a lot, kind of played a role, was kind of a one-dimensional guy of just catch and shoot the 3, but the dribbling ability, the passing ability, the shooting ability, it's all there. So I have faith that Keyshawn George can be a pretty good NBA player. The Timberwolves. What in the world do the Timberwolves need? Probably just a guy to get it done off the bench, right? Like, just score a little bit. Trey Alexander. Let's go Trey Alexander to the Wolves at 27. I really like that fit. He can score, he can pass, he can rebound, does a little bit of everything, can really good mid-range shooter, one of the best in this draft, and a pretty good catch and shoot three guy in his freshman season at Creighton. But then he did less and less of it, and it got to the point where when you're on the ball so much, you can't really be just a 3 and D guy. And so, a lot less made threes as he had more on-ball responsibilities. The Nuggets, Day'Ron Holmes. This is a fit. It's been a fit. It's always been the fit. Day'Ron Holmes at 28. 29. The Jazz again. You go Collier. I just don't know what they're looking for. I think Tyler Smith I don't hate Tyler Smith here. A pretty good offensive player. Just draft another great offensive player. Harrison Ingram kind of fits the Jazz too. But you have Taylor Hendricks, and that, to me, Taylor Hendricks is going to be a breakout star. He's a guy who, if I had there was a stock. I think there's a stock app now, by the way, which is crazy. But if I could buy stocks, I would buy Taylor Hendricks stocks. Let's look. Maybe Johnny Furphy here. Let's go Johnny Furphy at 29. The Celtics. Shout out Bill Simmons for his idea of just taking Bronny here, who's right here, 56 for me. This kind of feels Dylan Jones. This kind of feels this is Harrison Ingram. Harrison Ingram, a really good rebounder, really good 3-and-D guy. I like that a lot. I'm just realizing how long this video is. But the Raptors, they could use just about anything here. I'm gonna try and start speeding this up. So let's I think Tyler Kolek here. Maybe Jameer Watkins, another Florida State guy. Tyler Smith. Let's go Tyler Smith. 32. Yeah, rapid fire this second round here is what we're gonna do. 32 to the Jazz again. Let's go with Melvin Ajinça, really good shooter. Another young guy for them. The Bucks at 33. Let's go Jamal Shead here, I think. Or Terrence Shannon or Isaiah Crawford. Actually, let's go Weber State Connection, Dylan Jones. Portland, again, they need anything and everything. I like Oso Ighodaro here. The Spurs up next. Let's go with Jamal Shead kind of fits them. Let's go Jamal Shead. The Pacers. Ooh. This is tough. This is a team we haven't seen yet. They have Pascal. I don't know what they're going to do with Ben Mathurin. I don't know what they're going to do with certain guys like that. Let's go with let's go Terrence Shannon. He kind of fits that culture, that fast-paced, up-tempo culture that the Pacers have. The Timberwolves again, let's go Kolek. The Knicks again, let's go with Zach Edey kind of fun. Let's go Kevin McCullough Jr. here, actually. Zach Edey to the Grizzlies at 39. 40 to the Portland Trailblazers. My mind is racing right now. Justin Edwards, you go another young guy, or you can go with, I don't know, Nikola Jurisic, right there. Boom. The Sixers at 41. Jalen Bridges, I don't hate. Jameer Watkins, I don't hate. Tristan Newton, I don't hate. I don't know. Let's go with, I don't even know how to say his name. Pacome. I just call him Pacome. Let's go Jalen Bridges. Why not? Isaiah Crawford falling still. 42nd pick to the Hornets. Let's go with, this feels very Tristan Newton-y. The Heat, Jameer Watkins. The Rockets, Adem Bona. The Kings, I would have went Adem Bona. Let's go Jonathan Mogbo. Keep him close to San Francisco. I love Mogbo. I wish I could talk more about these guys. This video is getting long and we need to end it. Clips. Let's go with Antonio Reeves here. Really liked what Antonio Reeves did at Kentucky this year. 47th pick to the Magic. Let's go someone young. Let's go Pacome. The Spurs are going to go with... They've kind of had a great draft. Wow. Ron Holland, Rob Dillingham, and Jamal Shead. Let's go N'Faly Dante here. The Sixers again. We'll go Isaiah Crawford now at 49. 50 to the Pacers, but they have back-to-back pick. Let's go Justin Edwards, and let's go with A.J. Johnson. I don't know about that one, actually. Enrique Freeman from Akron. I like that. The Wizards, A.J. Johnson. Feels like a fit. The Warriors, they feel like a brawny team. Let's go with. Is Ade Mara in this draft? Let's go Ade Mara. I think he is. I think he stayed in it. Let's go Ade Mara. The Pistons. Anything. I don't know. Nick Clifford. The Celtics. Let's go with Cam Christie. The Lakers. Bronny James. Nuggets. Marcus Domask. 58 to the Grizzlies. Let's go Ulrich. Ulrich Chomchi. KJ Simpson. And then last pick. This one's important. Mr. Irrelevant. The 60th pick. We'll go Uzan Amanda. So I hope y'all went on to enjoy the video, even though there were some difficulties and problems. I still enjoyed making it, and I hope y'all still enjoyed watching it. If you did, please leave a like. Go check out some of my other videos. Subscribe. My plan is for the future. I don't know if I'm going to live stream the draft or not. We'll see. Hopefully I do. We'll see. And other than that, I'm not really sure. I'll probably do I'll grade the drafts. I'll do my favorite fits and my favorite players. And then we'll get right into free agency. I'll drop episode 2 of my podcast soon. A lot of content should be coming y'all way. So stay tuned. Subscribe. Hit the bell icon so y'all don't miss an upload. I'm a real YouTuber now. Like and subscribe. Alright. Hope y'all enjoyed. Peace.